What's up, everybody? Tony Pizza Guy here, and I asked you guys to ask me some questions on Facebook and Twitter, and I actually got a lot of good ones on Facebook, and I don't know if I'm going to make this a regular series like Facebook Friday or something, but I do want to make a video on this today and probably try to do it every week, and I know sometimes I go into series and I don't actually do it, but Facebook Friday seems like something that I could do, and if you're not following me on Facebook, link is in the description, facebook.com/TonyPizzaGuy. You don't actually have to be my friend. I know there's an option to be my friend. You can actually just subscribe to me. That way you can get all the updates and you don't have to actually be my friend. But if you want to be my friend, you can. So let's get into this. I guess we're going to call this Facebook Friday. I don't know. We'll see where this goes. Now, I have answered some of these questions before, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this one. How long have you been on YouTube making videos, and why did you start? Well, I've told this story before many a time, but I'll just do the shortened version for you guys who may not know. First off, I started making cartoons on Newgrounds.com with a couple people. Donkey was one of them. You may know Video Game Donkey. I've done videos with him. And P-Bat, Paperbat VG. You may know him on YouTube. I started making cartoons with them. I saw P-Bat actually transitioned over to YouTube, and he did really, really well. This was right around Modern Warfare 2, and he was doing really, really well, and I was like, you know what, maybe I could do that. And I started doing it, and I started doing it, and it just sort of evolved into what it is today. I never really actually took off until I started making SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, I think it was. What is it, 2011? I think it was. That was the game I think that I did Universe Mode in first. And that's when my channel really actually took off. Who is your favorite wrestler of all time? Now, like I said, I've answered these questions before, but top favorite wrestler of all time, hands down, has to go Shawn Michaels. And the reason it's Shawn Michaels is, one, he always had great matches at WrestleMania. There's a reason he's called Mr. WrestleMania. And he's one of those guys who was great when he was there. He left, came back after the back injury, and he was even better than he was before. He had great matches with Chris Jericho. He went on to have awesome matches with Undertaker. You remember those WrestleMania matches? Those were some of the top matches of all time. He even had a sweet feud with Triple H. Shawn Michaels is just one of those guys that can work with anybody, and when he does, he makes it look amazing. It was amazing. Him and Jericho had 3 different feuds, I believe, and each one of them was unique, and it was so great. Who is the scariest superstar of all time? Now, I wasn't actually scared by anybody like the Boogeyman or anything like that. It goes back to the early days of Mankind, back when they had those weird promos and stuff with Mankind, and even to the point when he would do the mandible claw and put it down people's throat, and there would be like that white foam would be coming out of their mouth. I don't know if they put an Alka-Seltzer in their mouth or what was going on, but it was very, very weird, and I was like, what the heck? Mankind was a scary cat back in the day. Another one that was kind of scary was the Ministry Taker. Taker was always just a scary guy. When he was doing all the satanic stuff, putting Stephanie on the cross, that stuff was scary. And I was still younger in my childhood, you know, a little teens or later. But that stuff still was scary. It was all satanic. And whenever you get into the weird satanic stuff and like just the crazy characters like the Mankind or the Undertaker, that's the kind of stuff that actually got me scared in pro wrestling. What is your favorite theme song in the WWE? Answer on a video, please. This one, you probably all know. I'm a huge fan of the NWO theme. I use it, different versions actually, in endings and intros to my videos. But NWO theme song is just one of those timeless theme songs. Another huge favorite one of mine is Stone Cold's, just for the fact that the glass breaks and everybody's like, oh, that is amazing. That is awesome. Glass breaks, and there you go. But nowadays, I want to talk about theme songs that are currently going on. I really love the Shields theme. It's just like whenever that hits, Sierra Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta, when that happens, pandemonium goes over the crowd, and everyone's like, whoa, 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 where are they? Where are they? And it's just fun. I like that theme. I also really have a soft spot for Ryback's theme. I don't even know why. It's just something about feed me more. It's so stupid and catchy that it just gets stuck in your head. I don't know. But favorite theme of all time, I would have to say the Hollywood Rock theme. The first time he debuted it with a long intro, that was awesome. That was great. That's how you make an awesome Hollywood entrance. If you could book WWE for a year, what would your top feud be and why? That's a really good question. I can't really go down to one feud I would do, but there's a lot of feuds that I would do. Some things that I would probably do would be Jericho Taker. I would have to do a CM Punk Stone Cold feud. That match needs to take place. This is talking about WrestleMania 30. I would even do a Cena Taker feud at WrestleMania because I think that would be more intriguing. And even Rock Taker at WrestleMania, that would be intriguing. Those are just some of those big fantasy things that I would book. I'm really intrigued with anything with the Undertaker streak. I think that has long-term potential. I think the Shield and Taker would be good for a long-term feud. I know Brock Rock sounds promising. I don't know how well it's going to do. But honestly, the top feuds that I would do would be any of those guys I mentioned. Who is the most underrated wrestler to never win the big one? Now, I'm not really going to go for underrated wrestler. I'm going to go guys that should have won it. A lot of people say Magnum TA. They say he was going to be the next big thing, and then he got in an accident, and then he couldn't wrestle anymore. So there's one name right there that you guys probably didn't know if you're younger. Razor Ramon, not Scott Hall, Razor Ramon. I think Razor Ramon, if he would have stayed in the WWE, he would have been a next world champion. Diesel won it. Michaels won it. Click won it. You know, the Click, Triple H eventually won it. Like I said, if Razor would have stayed clean, would have stayed in the WWE, he would have been world champion. And another guy that I think should have done it was Jake the Snake Roberts. He was awesome. Again, one of those guys, if he would have stayed clean, would have been awesome to see him with that world title. Why doesn't the WWE combine the IC title and the US title and the WWE title and the World Heavyweight Championship title? Well, that's a good question. Number one, I honestly think they could combine the WWE and the World Heavyweight Championship, but I don't think they should combine the US and the IC title. And even combining the world titles would probably be a bad thing. For that simple fact that you need a title to bring other guys up to the top. When you have two brands, they have a Raw and a SmackDown, although they don't really follow the format as well as they should. I honestly think they should just be Raw would be these guys, SmackDown would be these guys, but whatever. I think that combining the belts is a bad thing because they need those titles on those shows. You need a WWE title on Raw, you need a World Heavyweight Championship on SmackDown, you need a US title on Raw, IC on SmackDown, or vice versa. Whatever you want to do with those titles, you can flip them if you want. But that's how you need to do it because you need to give those titles to guys who haven't made it yet. Give like an up-and-coming guy the US title or the IC title. And then, honestly, the World Heavyweight Championship is kind of one of those things where, like, okay, we're going to give him the World Heavyweight Championship, see how he runs with it. If he does good with that, then we'll put him over to the WWE title. That's how it is now, and that's how I feel that title is portrayed. But I remember when the World Heavyweight Championship was on Raw, and it was just as big as the WWE title. So, honestly, I don't think they should combine them. I think they should leave them separate so that you can have the separate champions, build them up, and it makes for good television when you have title defenses. If you could design the WWE 2K14 cover, what superstar or superstars would you put on the cover? Honestly, I hate the fact that The Rock's on the cover just for he's not a full-time wrestler. I think WWE 13 was perfect. They put a guy who worked his ass off, held the WWE title for over a year. CM Punk was perfect for that company. A lot of the smart people on the internet fans love a guy like Dolph Ziggler. I'd love to see Ziggler on the cover, some great pose with him, here to show the world, or the show-off edition, or something cool like that. I think if they want to do the Rock thing, they should have a special edition like they did the People's Edition before they could do that. It wouldn't even surprise me to put John Cena on the cover. I wouldn't actually be against that because he is the face of the company. Put him on there, and that's how it goes. I think Dolph Ziggler would be cool. I don't think it would be the way that WWE would want to go. I'd like to see it, but I don't think it would happen that way. It'd be cool to see the Shield on a cover. I like fresh faces on the cover. I like the idea of one superstar like the CM Punk. He was like basically the main focus of the game, but I think it fit very well with CM Punk, the Attitude Era, and everything in WWE 13. Anyway, guys, like I said, follow me on Facebook if you want to get in more of this stuff. But that's all the questions for today. I want to thank you for leaving your questions. Anyway, guys, Tony Pizza Guy, frag out.